Welcome to the Downtown Perspective. I'm your host, Adrienne Nesbitt. Join us every week as we explore topics surrounding and involving the downtown Goshen community. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Downtown Perspective. On today's show, we have Kristin and Veronica, two of the owners of Fables Books. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So we all know as owners and managers of businesses downtown that we've all been going through such strange times over the last few months, and we've all had to find ways to adapt and to change. And one thing I found really exciting is that Fables Books has begun several different virtual programs, and I was hoping that you would be willing to tell us a little bit about those that you've developed.
Sure. Every Thursday we do a children's virtual story time. We read one or two books on a theme for that week. For the month of July, we are doing two book clubs. We're doing an adult book club where we're reading How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram X. Kendi. The way these discussions work are actually I will post 3 or 4 discussion questions on both our Facebook and our Instagram, and people can interact through the chat on those posts. The other book club we're doing is a teen book club, and we're reading Stamped: Racism, Anti-Racism, and You, and it's a book by Jason Reynolds and Ibram X. Kendi.
Can you tell me who hosts the children's story times? Who are the people reading the books for those?
Currently, I am the person reading the books.
Do you also choose the books?
I do, yeah.
Awesome.
It often is themed based on what's going on season-wise or in the world or holidays.
Yeah. You are officially reopened to the public, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me about some of the ways you are making this space safe and how you're sort of allowing the public back into the space?
Sure. Well, probably the most inconvenient way we've tried to keep people safe is by routing everyone through our rear door. And what that does is gives us the ability to sort of monitor how many people are in the store and limit the total numbers so that everyone is having the most space they can around themselves. That seems like an important way to give people an option to look around, but also to keep them safe. Of course, we are also doing routine cleaning. We offer hand sanitizer stations, free masks for people who don't have them or aren't prepared with them when they come in, and those kinds of things. So that's sort of just become part of what we do every day, but we are awfully glad to see people in the store again.
I always think of bookstores as gathering spaces and as community spaces. So I imagine as owners of this store, you've struggled with that identity a little bit. Have you thought of other ways to be an asset to the community through this time?
You know, when this all started and we first had to close our doors, we sat together as owners and just threw everything at the wall. You know, what can we do to make books available to people? What can we do to bring people together? And of course, most of that Kristin has done through social media because that is the avenue that we have. We also sort of rigged up a way to throw our inventory online, which was not something we ever really intended to do, but at least you can go look and see what there is and find that. Because that has become, again, such an important part of being accessible to the community, we're going to make some big changes in the next month or two to make it better and more available.
Yeah. I'm wondering about, just in general, your role, you know, as a bookstore, and sort of the world is a heightened place. There's a lot of things happening. Do you work as a team to select themes and content, or is that something that Kristin covers with choosing literature for the kids' talks and for the book club?
You know, we have talked about it very informally, but we do let the choosing happen less formally by Kristin. I think she listens to us when we have thoughts or opinions, but we let her make those choices at this point. And I think that comes from, too, what the community brings to our attention, what they're asking for and what they'd like to know.
The choice for the book clubs this month came from a lot of special orders. These were 2 books that we have had a lot of requests for. And so I felt like, okay, people are wanting to read these. And I'd also gotten a request to do a book club on anti-racism. And I was thought, okay, maybe this is how we can do it.
Do you take requests? Do you take, especially for the Children's Story Hour, is there a way, can people message through social media if they have stories they'd really love to maybe not have to read themselves to their kids anymore? Maybe somebody else can read it?
Sure. They're welcome to message me on Instagram or Facebook. A lot of it is based on what we have in stock. So there's a lot of great books out there that at the time that I want to read them, we don't have a copy in stock. So then I have to rethink, okay, what am I going to read based on what's on our shelves?
I found that a lot of the retailers and stores downtown have had struggles with some special ordering and shipments. Is that something you've run into in the book world?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. The world can't count on 2-day delivery all the time. And so we have padded our delivery estimates in the hopes that we can over-deliver, under-promise, and over-deliver. But it seems to be leveling out a little bit now. I'm hopeful for the near future that we can get things pretty rapidly and effectively.
Yeah. You're coming up, or just past, I think, your 1-year anniversary, correct?
Yes, this week.
Yeah, that's very exciting. I know that you all are selling masks in store in addition to just the free simple masks. Can you tell me a little bit about the styles and the designs, and then any other Fables merchandise you may have to sort of celebrate having this locally owned bookstore in Goshen for over a year now?
Sure. I'll talk about the masks and I'll let Kristin talk about the merchandise. We have a couple of local ladies who have sewn masks for us. They are fabrics that have relationships to books, has been sort of our point of interest. We have very small sizes up to adult sizes. They sell out very quickly, and these ladies can only make them so fast, but I have another big shipment. I took a large quantity of fabric over to one of our local ladies just very recently, and I'm waiting to get those back. So they're super fun and very cute. And if your kids are going to have to wear them to school, I hope that you find something cute and comfortable and exciting for them to wear.
So they'll come in both the ear loops and tie around the head. And I will post on both our social medias as soon as we get them back in stock. So.
Yeah.
As far as other merchandise, we sell a few fun Fables Swag. We have some really cute tumbler glasses that say Fables, home is where your bookstore is. And then we have some cute notebooks and stickers as well. And then we have lots of book-related items, such as tote bags and mugs and stuff. And they don't necessarily say Fables on them, but they are book-related. We even have a couple of really cute luggage tags and stickers that are sort of Indiana Goshen related.
Well, I personally am so glad that we have a locally owned bookstore, and I know that that was something that your team worked really hard to make sure happened. It's not something that's available in every community anymore, and I think that we are all really glad that you're here and that you created Fables a year ago, and I am so glad you're able to talk with me today.
Thanks for having us.